What's up guys, welcome to the 8th lesson of the Essential Tools in Photoshop. In this lesson we're going to talk about the pen tool. Now the pen tool, it works very closer to a selection tool. It gives you the opportunity to create path in a very easy way, which they can help you to isolate specific area or subject within Photoshop. And it gives you the opportunity to work in each these type of selection that you create in different way. Now let's see what it is and how we use it. Okay guys, about the pen tool, the characteristic of it is not a brush tool, so it doesn't create brush strokes, but what it does, it creates paths in a very easy way, and these paths, what they can be afterwards, they can be a selection. So it gives you basically the opportunity to outline a selection of a subject, of an object within an image in a very simple, cool way. And after that you've done this selection, it will be very easy for you to personalize your image. Once you click on the pen tool, you got different options. We're going to talk about this in a second. Now let's say that I want to create a path of the lips, so I want to isolate the lips. So when we start to draw the path, as soon as I click, it gives me this little square, which is the first point. Then as soon as I start to click, I'm going to start to add more points into it. If I keep clicking, what happens, it gives me the opportunity, as soon as I drag, to have these two extra handles that allowed me to manipulate my path. So it gives me the opportunity of starting creating curves into it. So these will be easy for you to create, obviously, a path with curves and straight lines. Now, again, what is the different opportunity is, in case you don't like an area, you can remove or you can add another path. So you don't need to press any keys at the moment, but if you click command, it gives you the opportunity to move, because an arrow is going to appear, so you can move your dot. And again, if I want to add, I just keep clicking. In this way I can keep going with my selection. If I don't keep clicking, I've just added a little dot, so it doesn't give me the opportunity of move around and create a curve out of it. So it's very, very easy. This gives you the opportunity to personalize your selection, because otherwise, if you think about it, with all the selection tools that we have seen, still something was missing. So the personality and how you can personalize your selection. This is how you can do it. On top, what we've got is opportunity of creating path or shapes. We always keep on path, in particular for the retouching side, because it's more great tool for selections. You can use this tool to select, create a mask, a shape. These gives you the opportunity to combine different types of shapes, different type of path together on the same path layer. But we tend always to exclude overlapping shapes, which is the default, which we always keep on. In case you've got different type of path on one path layer, you can align them, you can push them on the side as you want. You can always bring the shape or the path forward or backward in case you got different path on the same path layer. Path options gives you the opportunity to personalize the view of your path. You can create thickness of 3 pixels or 1 pixel as a default. You can change the color depending, I don't know, if you're working with more of a contrasting areas and you don't see the path, you want to create a bit more contrast in between the path and the color underneath, you can change it. It's very interesting, the rubber band, because it gives you the opportunity to see the path that you're creating. So it's a good tool to visualize where you're placing your next line of your path. So quite good, obviously, in case you need an extra help. When you want to close a path, you get closer to the first dot that you create, you can see that a little circle appears next to the pen. This gives you the opportunity to close the path. In case I wanted to go back into it, I can add another extra square, then I can click Command, and this way it's going to be easy for me to move and transport. Now, where are we going to find the path? We don't see them in the layer, but we're going to be able to see them in paths. Now, if you have a Adobe Photoshop version, as soon as I click on top of the image, I will lose my work path. So the work path is the one that always appears as soon as you start to draw. But if you want to save this path, what you need to do is very simple. You just need to double click on top of the path, and automatically you got the option of saving and name it. Now I've got to save, and this way I can come back into it anytime that I want. If you want, you can also draw again on top of this path, or you can just create another path where it's going to be easy for you to create an extra selection. Again, like you creating a layer, you click on the plus, and this way you can create your second path if you want a third one, and so on. Now I created a second path, which is the internal of the lips. You can also, in a very easy way, you can combine these two paths together. How we do that? You create a new path, you select the path number 1 and 2, I copy, and then I paste it on the path 3. In this way I've got a selection of the entire lips, and also isolate the internal part of the lips. In this way it's going to be easy for me to change. So this is all about the pen tool. It's a fantastic tool to isolate specific areas of the image. Then you can easily create a selection of that area, and then you can work on that specific area in a very easy way with any type of adjustment. So this is the beauty of a path. This is the beauty of the pen tool.